I work as a director of broadcast engineering and in a venue that covers mostly sports. We do all live production in arena for multiple clients, and we recently went through a renovation.
It wasn't just adding some cameras, it wasn't just tweaking some models, it was actually ripping out every bit of what existed, including some walls, and redesigning the actual physical space and infrastructure. So complete overhaul, complete open sandbox at that point.
I had a lot on my plate all at once. I didn't have enough time to put into the planning process. So as we're planning and thinking through things, we really had to rely on our partners, our integrators, our vendors, to help figure out what the best plan of action was.
Early on, one of the main decisions we had to make as a central core was our routing solution. We were going from baseband, we were a 1080i show in baseband, to we wanted to embrace 2110. And so with that, we wanted to take a look at who all, one, even supports 2110, which is a growing number, but who's excelling at 2110, who's not going to just get us by for the next year, but the next 10 years, since we don't get to do these overhauls very often.
All of our broadcast engineers now work under technology versus broadcasting or game operations. And so we are trying to do things a little bit more forward thinking on the technology side, and that led us into exploring Cerebrum.
I knew their solutions for replay, X-File and XT Access and IP Director, but when someone said that, oh, we're using them for routing, I was, do I need to read up on something? What have I been missing? Calling Cerebrum a router it's both true and woefully underselling what Cerebrum is. Cerebrum is at its heart the ability to talk and communicate with pick a device, with devices kind of natively, right? You want to talk to an audio mixer, you want to talk to a network switch, you want to talk to a multi-viewer, you want to talk to your printer, you want to talk to your HVAC system, you want to talk to a UPS and see CPU load and fan speed and all this. The fact that Cerebrum is about, at the end of the day, network-based communication, it allows for reading that information, right, to monitor. It allows for writing that information, right, to control.
So while I am trying to push things forward and our team's trying to push things forward, be innovative, change things up, we don't want to change everything, especially if it's working, right? So if it's working well and we're feeling like it's in line with what we're doing innovation-wise and renovating things, it makes sense to replace it. That's what we did with EVS Replay. It made sense to replace it, up our capacity and what we're capable of, and then also move to the VIA controllers, which gave us a new perspective there.
Met with one of the senior coders for Cerebrum, and you could just tell he wasn't about what is Cerebrum today. He was about what can we make Cerebrum a year from now, 2, 5, 10 years from now. And Cerebrum not just as a routing solution, but as a full support, full monitoring, full control system of what seems like a near infinite amount of possibilities. That really, really got me and my boss, like, really second guessing, like, well, maybe now's the time to get on the train and to help steer, you know, what American sports is and how we do it, and work with Cerebrum and be part of what that could look like.
We installed Extra Motion right before All-Star. Our venue really likes to have quick replay instantly up on the center hung board. So we haven't used it so much for that type of replay. We've used it more for our rollouts, our bumps, building packages, and we can use anything that's live or clipped off or even actual older footage. So we'll put it through Extra Motion, create something artistic. It's just allowed us to enhance our tool set for storytelling. And that's something we're also interested in doing. So while we want to drive innovation, we're also trying to increase storytelling and experience for our in-arena guests.
So I'm looking forward to utilizing it to help us harden our hardware infrastructure, make sure that our HVAC systems are solid and proper, so it never even gets to the point of affecting my production. So I'm able to use it for preventative measures, as well as then when something happens, fact-finding to figure out what led to this problem, because you can custom create your own severities and status message logs, errors, and you can ignore things that you find don't really matter, but you can decide things that maybe out of the box Ruben didn't think matters, but you have the ability to choose to say that it matters, is really helpful. Again, tune and tweak however you need to the space has been really exciting. And it just makes it a total sandbox, and I love playing in the sand.